You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another season. This is the deck we're going to be at least trying a little bit at the beginning of this episode. It is our Odeon Jr. deck. We've pulled a lot of cards for this particular deck. Like, we've gotten tons of cards for this deck. And honestly, like, a lot of floodgates are good right now. I think this is honestly going to be pretty fun to play. We've got this entire package. We've got the Dark Beckoning Beast. We have this. We have this. You have Yugioh coming back. Yugioh works with all of this stuff. So the deck is kind of like a half fiend deck that special summons back from the graveyard. At the same time, it's kind of a little bit of everything here. A little bit of everything. But what's important is that we pulled this right here, Apophis card. We pulled a second Apophis Deity. We pulled Apophis Serpent. So we pulled a few different Apophis cards, which is kind of nice. So we should be able to play it. Let's give it a try. Alright, before I actually go through with it, I want to look at the continuous traps that we've pulled recently, because maybe there's something here that I didn't realize we could use. Tiki Soul. Is this any good? Special summon is an effect monster. You destroy everyone's card sent to the graveyard. You can set this card. It's okay. So we pulled that. See, we pulled this card that I'm using. Dragon's Bind is a good card, but not for this deck. And only good going first and not for this deck. I don't think we've pulled anything new. Maybe this, when a card is active, you can target one level 5 or higher in your graveyard, special summon it. This card's cool in a Mechanite deck. It's cool. We have a full play set of it. This is a bunch of summons. 7 Fiendish Chains. Insane. This card's actually pretty good. Scrub rate. If we ever actually pull a good amount of... If we ever pull enough True Draco cards, this is a card we can definitely run in that deck, Scrub Raid. We need a lot of True Draco cards. Okay, we got that. Yeah, I don't think we've pulled anything new in terms of trap monsters that are effective here. I don't think we've pulled anything. Because this is now we're looking at things we probably saw last time. Life Shaver. I don't even know what the hell that shit is. Yeah. Let's go play. Okay, obviously we've been reset to a new season, so... This way we can actually just play a new deck. Yeah, my goal for this season is explore the Odeon Jr. deck a little bit more. Marincess. And if I can, the Lunalight deck. Because we've pulled some crazy stuff for that deck. I think those 3 can definitely be explored. A lot of these decks are missing like one card. And it's infuriating to play them sometimes. Like Prank Kids and Marincess. They're like 2 decks that like I just need a common in, and then we can really actually start to play it. Until then, realistically, we just pulled a new card with this deck too. We just pulled the Field Spell in the Tenyi deck, so that's pretty good. But yeah, let's go play the Odeon Jr. deck and see how things go. Alright, we lost the coin flip. The hand wasn't actually looking great at all. Our hand looked like it sucked. But we won. We won because they just left. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. They were playing Makenko. 0% chance of winning this duel. But they left, so that's cool. Hey, we've been reset, so we're back down to 1 Master Pack per episode. That's what we're gonna do. One master pack, not per episode. One master pack per win, not per episode. That'd be insane. That'd be like watching. Wow, you know, we've been really pulling a lot of URs. I can't say they're all good. No one can, but a lot of URs for sure. Backup Secretary, DD Cerberus, Weather Painter, Blaze Cannon, Powerful Rebirth, Magispector Cyclone. First UR is Spellbound. I mean, I have it and I don't use it, so that tells you something. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls cannot be attributed or used as fusion material for fusion XE or whatever until the end phase. Can't be tributed either. I mean, this is good. Objectively, it's good. It's just going second. It's one of those things that just does nothing. Like, this card is a good, like, I don't even know. It's good. Like, it's a good, like, floodgate card if you know you're going to go first. But going second, it just is irrelevant. They set up a board and you have this card. It's like, it's just pointless at that point. And then here we've got Salamangre Raging Phoenix, which is the Link monster. We finally have a Link monster for our Salamangreats. Now, I'll show you the Salamangreat pile real quick. We have a little bit issue with the Salamangreats. We've been missing the links. This is our first link. The problem is not only do you need the links, you need multiples of the links. So like this card, for example, is a UR and you need 2 of them. Sunlight Wolf is probably a UR and you need 2 of them. So a lot of the links are where the problems lie. Here's another one. This is a UR, you need 2 of them. You need 2 of this. You need 2 of this. Because their effects activate when you have use itself as material. So you need 2 of this, 2 of this, 2 of this. I don't have 2 of this. This is an SR. It's very important to search the field spell. So it doesn't really matter how many amazing monsters we kind of pull. You need 2 of every single UR ultra rare, like all of the UR boss monsters. If this card's link summon with Phoenix as material, you can add Salamangreat card. If a face-up fire monster you control destroy battle card for this card is in your graveyard, target one of those monsters, special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack. That effect's not bad, the floating's not bad, but we would have to summon it, lose it, and then lose another monster. Alright, we'll check what we have, but this is the Salamangreat pile. Like I said, we have a lot of these cards, but we're missing the important ones. So, this is a one-of, we don't have it. We obviously don't have these two, they're the most important main deck monsters. Definitely don't have Code of Soul. And then in terms of the extra deck, we have Mirage Thalia, which I didn't even realize we had, but that's pretty good. But we are missing the entire extra deck, which without that, you really can't play. Plus the Sanctuary is another one you need. You can't play without it. Like, we probably could build a little control deck with the deck. We have Gift, we have Rage. Maybe we play the Ritual. The first person ever to actually Ritual summon that monster. I've never seen anybody use this in my life. I've never seen anybody use this. I've never seen anybody even excited about it. I've never seen anybody with the prospect of owning one of these cards. I've never seen anyone hold this card, as a matter of fact. I don't even know where it is on Earth. It's just one of those. I've never seen this in a human being's hands. This card is just, it went from packs directly into the garbage because I've never seen it in my entire life. Okay, so we just won the coin flip. Okay, this hand's not bad, honestly. It's not bad. So we'll summon Cashier Ogre out for sure. First thing. Summon this out. We can actually, if we want to do Tribute Ogre, summon this, activate this, summon either Uriah or the next dude out onto the field. I don't know if that's really a great idea. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So, is that a good idea? I don't think so. Uriah is kind of pointless right now. We could summon Hamon. Hamon is technically it's 1,200 more attack than this. It's 4,000. And if we sit on a Hamon under a Gozen match, might be a good idea. I don't know, but I think it's fine. I think we just go. I think we just set 3 pass. I think that's what we're gonna do here today. They're gonna set 3 pass. Put chaining on so we can instantly react to things. I think we just pass. Yeah, I think that would be the best idea here. Is like this at least banishes off the top. Actually, they have 50. They have 60 card deck. 60 card deck, 7 card extra deck. Dark Magician. Probably playing Dark Magician. Hero City. If I had to guess, they're playing Dark Magician. I'm just gonna put. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. They're probably playing Dark Magician. But we will find out soon. 60 card Dark Magician. This is what gold is made for. Tunes. Might be playing Tunes. Gozen's good against Tunes. Gozen is good against Tunes. But I'm not shotgunning this. I'm not doing it yet. Not yet. Okay, he's going to add Toon Kingdom. I was about to say, if he adds another copy, that's just moronic. You're deck thinning in a 60-card deck. You're a mess, dude. We have to hope he just... So, here's the story. We have to hope that he just summons a low-level Toon first. That's what we want him to do. We want him to summon a low-level Toon. Toons are not an easy deck to beat. They are not an easy deck to beat. They never were. They never have been. They're not an easy deck to beat. Not because of the actual Toons, they're bad. It's because of the field spell. The field spell is ridiculous, honestly. The field spell is actually crazy. Because it like has protection for, and they scoop. Damn, 2 in a row. Sometimes we come up with all these plans. We finally get like an anime player. Like, what's been going on lately? Like, what has been going on with us? Like, our games have been like, either our opponent scoops or we scoop. Like, it's like, we got to get back into the games again. What happened? Like, now we're playing a fun deck, so there's really no excuse. Okay, we've got 2 wins in a row. Why didn't this guy play? This is who I want to find when I look people, when I go onto Master Duel. This is the kind of duel I want to find. We got our own bum-ass 60-card deck. He has his own bum-ass 60-card deck. We would have slugged it out. Like, this is what I'm looking for. There's only one card in here that I'm really not a fan of, and it's Toon Kingdom's protection effect. Outside of that, I love everything about this deck. Why did this guy leave? Alright, let's open up another Master Pack. The last one had 2 URs, but neither of which are really usable for us, so I guess we get a rerun with the UR. Potentially, we get a UR we actually use. It's all the way at the end. We'll see. Pendulum Moon, Materialization, Sky Striker, Area 0, Cybers, Sage, Helix, Predaplant, Super Quantum Green Layer. I actually thought that was the other green card that we needed for a long time. We don't need this, but I thought it was. I thought it was, I forget what they're called. But the little green guy lets us summon Thunder Dragon Colossus. I forget their name. Nemesis Corridor. Alright, so, UR is SP Little Knight. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? On a skateboard? Are you kidding me? Alt Art SP Little Knight? Are you kidding me? I just wasn't even prepared for this. What kind of shit is that? Wow! That's amazing. Alt Art. We pulled both of these cards in a span of 3 weeks. In a span of 3 weeks, we pulled both of them. Alright, guys. First duel since we pulled SP Little Knight. I did include it into the deck. So hopefully we get to use it. We're going to summon the Kashtira Ogre. Hand's looking really pretty decent here. Kashtira Ogre. I don't know what my opponent's playing, but Fualos. That's no, it's Perulia. So I guess I can't summon anymore, but I will get to activate this, which is awesome. Get to see what they're playing. See your 5 cards. Call by. Oof. That Chandra's getting shot. Yeah, that Chandra's gone. It's a one of. It's a one of. Damn. Oof. I feel bad for... No, I don't. I don't feel bad for my opponent. Now we just set... Damn, my hand is really good against Tenpai, actually. Perulia stops summons from hand, so I won't bother summoning Vijam. I'm just going to set it, because it doesn't stop setting. I mean, it doesn't stop anything, but I don't have to allow my opponent to draw. Yeah, I just do that. That is pretty good. Our hand is really pretty good against... Perfect against Tenpai. We have 2 cards that are activate in the battle phase. So does our Vijam. He's also battle phase of our... we've got a Harpy's Feather Duster. No point to activate anything. We just lose everything. But that's fine, because if they knock our damage down, we have Cubic Ascension, if anything. But it seems like they're passing here, which makes sense. Damn, that's a really... We got really lucky we sniped that Chandra. And all they have coming up, I think, is all hand traps. I think we should go to battle phase. I could Link Summon and go into... Yeah, we can go into, like, Link Karibo, perhaps SP Little Knight. But, like, honestly, I think it's better to just resurface the top of their deck right now. I think that's probably just better. Because we already banished that. Yeah, there's nothing to steal. Link Karibo is pretty good against Tenpai. It stops an attack. But then again, Vijam is pretty good against Tenpai too, because if they attack it, I could just negate like whatever happens. Like it's still very, very strong. And Cubic Ascension, we always have that later if we need it. Yeah. Let's go to battle phase and restructure the top of their deck. I think this is the best play to make. Yeah, we just attack, activate. Maybe they have an imperm. It's fine if they do. Okay, we restructure the top of their deck. That they could draw Maxi all day. Bestial Magnamut is probably what I'm going to hit. Doradora's way later. I'm going to hit Doradora, but way later. I don't need to hit that now. I need to stop them from drawing monsters that they can summon. That, especially Magnamut. Like, Magnamut's so good. Magnamut searches any Tenpai. So from what it seems like, they don't have Tenpai monsters. They're probably just bricked on hand traps. They just have non-stop hand traps. And in these situations, what we have is fantastic. Because we're not actually doing anything. Oof, Nadir Servant. It's pretty good. It'll stop us from using the extra deck, but I think it's fine. Because we get to pop spell trap cards. We get to Ecclesia. It's a nice summon. A nice normal summon. They're going to Ash. That's fine, so... That's fine. They're going to Ash it. That's whatever. It's whatever. We assume they had hand traps. That's the only reason they're not playing right now is because they have hand traps. Plus, we get to restructure the top of their deck again. This time, obviously, Doradora is the card I'm going to hit. I'd be a moron not to. Yeah. All hand traps, I literally don't care about any of them. Doradora. That means for the next 4 turns, he's not drawing anything that'll help him get out of this situation. This, I can special summon from the extra deck now. Yeah, I can special summon from the extra deck now if I want to. But again, Vidjum is like kind of good on the field. Do I even want to summon like a Linkaribo? It doesn't matter. He scoops anyway. Yeah, like... Wow, we drew the perfect hand against him. We actually did. No, we actually did. We drew an amazing hand against our opponent. Because, like, we had a bunch of stuff that activate in the battle phase. They're playing Tenpai. And they activate at the attack declaration, which is before Tenpai effects can activate. So they like attack, Storming Mirror Force, they can't activate. Like it's actually insane. Like we had an insanely good matchup, and then we banished the one Chandra. The duel was pretty much the second you get rid of that one Chandra, the duel's pretty much over. It's actually quite crazy that we opened so well against them. That's like, you know how sometimes our opponent opens like the perfect card against us. We open the perfect hand against our opponent. Like we actually did get lucky this time around. Here's what my opponent was playing. They have. Yeah, one Chandra, like I said, we banished it. 14 card extra deck for some reason. All hand traps, which is obviously what they bricked on, and I'm so glad. And then even if they had Super Poly, because they have Super Polys, they don't matter. We had one monster the entire time. So even if they did have a Super Poly, it didn't matter. Like, none of it mattered. We literally had one face-up monster, one face-down monster. He never saw the face-down monster. He never really stood a chance, honestly. We really, really, really... had a fantastic matchup. Alright, let's open up a master pack. And hopefully get something good out of this one. Honestly, we pulled an insane card today. We pulled a copy of SP Little Knight. Okay, so we have Fansies, which I think we have like 6 or 7 copies of. We have a Raid Raptor. This guy's not bad for True Dracos, which we probably should be playing in our True Draco deck if we cut the extra deck out, because then we can play Monarchs Erupt and this guy, obviously. But then we have to cut out the Nadir Servant package and all that stuff. But this gives you a free draw, which is kind of important in that deck. And then he's a free summon, too. It's not bad. I mean, 1800 attack. Not terrible. He's a free summon, free draw. But like I said, then we got to cut Nadir Servant, Ecclesia. But that deck, honestly, we have really needs to cut stuff. Okay, so we got that's basically Polymerization and an Osarctic card. Never, ever good news. But we did get one good card here. Okay, we've got another coin flip here that we won, which is nice. We've got a pretty decent hand. It just depends on what they're playing. We're going to summon this for sure to search. Yep. Search out to grab the spell. 100%. We grab the spell. And we activate this. Yeah, then we get to search Dark Beckoning Beast because we get an extra normal summon. Tribute that, yes. Tribute this with our extra normal summon. And then we get to... we can special summon back and go SP Little Knight here too if we really wanted to. And actually, I think this is the better play. Because I could go into Ravael. Or I could go into SP Little Knight. I kind of want to go into SP Little Knight. Just because it's new. And that's what we have. So I'm actually considering, in our hand is kind of like, you've got 2 Fiendish Chains, and then we've got a card that's basically skill drain. So do we really need the extra Fiendish Chains? Let me think here. Yeah, screw it. We're just going to go summon SP Little Knight. It's new, and that's what I want. I can just discard something. Yeah, we're going to activate, discard one of the Fiendish Chains. Yeah, summon this back. Cool. And then out of these 2, we could just make an SP Little Knight. We could activate this, but what's the point? No real reason to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good on that. We're going to special summon SP Little Knight here. Obviously, we can't get 3 monsters, so there's no point to go into Masquerena. That would be cool, but there's no point right now. Woo! Look at that! That looks kind of crazy on the skateboard. Here, we're going to activate this, banish, add just to have something extra. Our follow-up might be Uriah. We have 2 continuous spells. If we draw a 3rd one, we got 3 continuous spells. We just set, pass. And hopefully something works out here. Let's see what our opponent's playing. We'll put the chaining on. So we're just ready to use SP Little Knight if needed. They're playing Blue Eyes. Put chaining on. I should have already activated the I should have already activated the stone here. That was my mistake. That was definitely my mistake. I should have activated the stone. I guess we just activate. The stone needs to resolve in order to start accruing counters on it. It doesn't accrue counters until you resolve the stone. So, I mean, yeah, I guess we activate SP Little Knight, stone. It doesn't really, it actually doesn't even really matter. I could activate it in either direction. Doesn't matter which order I activate it. So activate SP Little Knight, Chainlink 1, targeting both of these guys to get his monster off the field. Chainlink 2, stone. And the stone will start accumulating. Not this Chainlink, but the next Chainlink. So even though it resolves, it needs to see the activations, which it did not. So we'll banish both. That way we can use Torrential if need be. Yeah, he's obviously going to search Maiden. Obviously. I'm going to activate the 1-for-1 to summon something from deck. Honestly, most people have cut 1-for-1 at this point from the Blue Eyes deck, but I guess this guy's like, screw that. Master doesn't activate on, only activates on normal summon, doesn't activate on special summon. So why summon him? I don't know. If you're playing, I don't know. He's going to go into this route. Here, he's already got Blue Eyes in the graveyard, so there's really no point to even negate this, because he's already got Blue Eyes in the graveyard, so there's no point for me to do anything. And this is accumulating these things. Yeah, I really should have activated the stone, just like draw phase. I should. But then again, the reason I didn't activate in the draw phase, because I didn't want him to activate 2 monster effects and then my SP Little Knight just be stranded. That's what I did not want to happen. That was my fear with that. I didn't want my SP Little Knight to be stranded, and I couldn't activate its effects, and then she falls off her skateboard. Like I just didn't want that happening. And he's gonna add a Bingo Machine Go, Royal Rare, Effect Veiler, another, yep, Bingo Machine Go. Okay, it's a random one. You gotta hope he just doesn't get Jet. Jet would be devastating for us. Jet is like a little too good. Yep, he's gonna use this to summon the Blue Eyes. The Kaiba Man of Legend. And he's gonna reveal 3. Yep, he's going to summon Blue Eyes. And he's been avoiding this. Now there's 2 counters on this, but he avoided all of these activations. It really sucks that I didn't activate this stone earlier. It's kind of my fault. Obviously, it's my fault. There's no one else's fault that it could possibly be other than me. Alright, so unfortunately, we lost this Blue Eyes duel. I should have just activated the... I should have activated that stone earlier, but it is what it is. Right. Alright, guys. Fresh duel. We lost a coin flip. Our hand is honestly looking pretty decent. We do have 2 conflicting normal summons, but Ecclesia doesn't particularly have to be anything they're setting, which is already good news. They're going to summon the little Bee Trooper Battle Wasp pin. That's the one that burns. Oh, he has 2 of them. He gets the special summon and he gets the burnus. So, I imagine that's probably full combo in his deck, because that's 2 insect monsters. 2 insect monsters is typically going to be full combo in an insect deck. And he goes into his bug. Great Fly. Which, wow, okay. I expected the Bee Trooper link. Not with that. I did not expect that. Okay, so we're gonna summon our Dark Beckoning Beast. Cool. I mean, this is the advantage of playing gold. You get to have fun. And we're gonna probably search the continuous spell, same as last duel. Now we'll just activate. Yeah, activate, and then we will grab the other beast. Now the problem with this guy is if you use him, you can't attack, which is kind of annoying. So we can tribute summon, that's fine. But again, you can't attack, which kind of sucks. We can go into like Raphael or Uriah, but then we just pass on that. And he does get to search for the follow-up too, I guess. But I don't know, not really that great. And then also we're going to control a special summon monster, so we can't even use... Oh, he's going to Dominus us? I did not see that coming. Why is he running Dominus? It locks him out of wind effects. He's playing Bee Troopers or Battle Wasps. Why is he even playing that? I mean, he activated its set, so it'll be fine, but like I don't know why he's playing that. Okay, so I guess that gets negated. That sucks for us. Yeah, and my card, yeah, it negated. I can only use it once per turn, so I can't use it again. Okay. I mean, there's cards in here. You can activate this to special summon. We don't really need to lose 1 turn. Then we can search some interruptions. Yeah, I guess, yeah, sure. We're going to activate this, and then just summon that in defense. Can't be destroyed by a monster, special summon from the extra deck. We're going to search Dogmatic Punishment for free. Get another interruption. I'm feeling pretty good about this game, honestly. We're going to activate the opening Spirit Gates. We can discard the lose 1 turn. It doesn't matter. And then we can just put a monster on board, because I can't use lose 1 turn anyway. I control a special summon monster. We just get rid of lose 1 turn. Summon back. It doesn't really matter which one we summon. We could summon this back just to have an additional defensive monster. Yeah, this doesn't really, it's not on special summon or anything. So we just summon that just to have an extra defensive monster. And then we just set everything else that we need and pass. I think that's probably the best thing that we can do. We have quite a bit of protection, and then we can summon Yugioh. We actually have, you know, if we need to, we can banish him out of the graveyard and search up Uriah, or search Uriah, and then we have 3 continuous traps on the field, so that's kind of cool. He's going to set 1 and then activate. There's that Sting the Poison, or one of them. We're going to activate the stone. I should have already activated this. I got to be better about activating the stone, because I always activate it late and then I don't lock my opponent out of enough things. I gotta remember, you gotta like do it very early. So he's going to summon this one. Okay, he doesn't seem that crazy. Battle phase, okay. Yeah, sure, I guess. He's gonna attack. Can't be destroyed by monster special from the extra deck, so that doesn't matter. Yep, so that'll be protected, and then he can attack with the other one. Now, yeah, we just summon Yugioh, I think. Cubic Ascension. Get a Yugioh out into play, sure. Summon that out, redirect the attack. We can negate his monster effect. Yeah, and that is a monster effect, so... Yeah, so that'll be a monster effect. It'll add to the counter there. Cool. And it'll put him one step closer to not activating any effects. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Yep, main phase 2. Yeah, sure, end phase. Okay, cool. We have to resolve this every end phase. Get the counters off of it. It's basically, that card is basically skill drain. It's just a little slower. It does give our opponent an opportunity to activate 2 effects. That's a good draw. That is a good draw. That's basically a negate. So yeah, we can activate Dark Summoning Beast to try to get ourselves either a Raphael or Uriah now. This is turned into another Dominus Impulse. That's insane, because that card is like literally so bad in his deck. He has a win deck. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do about this. Yeah, no, it's a win deck. Like, there's no... Why would you ever use that card in this deck? Like, if you're going to use it as a face-down card, you might as well just use... I don't know, like a small trap card. I don't know why you would run it. You can use this to summon the monster out. I don't know. No, they need to. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that'll resolve. That kind of sucks. I can technically, I don't have enough continuous traps, but it's cool, it's fine. Yeah, because we already activated one monster effect. Oh. Okay, we're going to activate Yugioh. We're going to summon Yugioh back out. Summon that out onto the board. I guess that did not activate as a monster effect. That's cool. So now we can just go SP Little Knight route. We can go into Relinquished Anima. Yep, Relinquished Anima right in front of this monster. Cool. We still, yeah, I guess summoning Yugioh didn't count as a monster effect. We'll activate Relinquished Anima. Target this. This is the second monster effect, so this will fall off. Yeah, it'll fall off immediately because Relinquished Anima is negated, which makes sense. And then we go into SP Little Knight on the skateboard here. We won't be able to activate the effect, but we will be able to attack over his monster because his monsters are negated on the field. So we still kind of like outed the board here, and then we'll just attack his monster and head to the end phase. I think that's probably the best course of action here. And then he can add back, of course. Yeah, he can add back a wind, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. Adds back a wind monster. Yeah, this is kind of a fun duel, honestly. This is like kind of interesting because we're finally playing against a deck that's not like absolutely busted. Just cool to see, you know, once in a while you get to play against something fun. Most of the time we're playing against like the most outrageous stuff. I just realized too just a second ago this deck is going to be a struggle to play when the new stuff comes out. But we have the Mystical Space Typhoon stuff. We're going to activate this graveyard effect of this guy in the graveyard so we can grab out a Uriah. Because next turn we can actually follow up with the Uriah. We have plenty of continuous traps in play right now. Yeah, resolve this. We can tribute pretty much all of them. But we have tons of continuous traps and more coming. As we have the Apophis cards, and then we have the Stone, and then on top of that we've also got the Tiki Curse, so that's pretty cool. This guy's very weird. He like sets, then starts playing. So him setting doesn't actually mean anything. He's going to summon the end phase. Okay, that's cool, sure. We're going to summon this out. Yeah, I think we can win next turn. I might honestly just want to try out some stuff too. Sometimes I make the mistake of wanting to try things out, and because I do it, I end up extending a duel longer. But like, how often do we get to summon Uriah? How often? So I might end up summoning Uriah. We'll see. Fiendish Chain, cool. How often do we get to summon a beefed up Uriah? Put this in attack mode. Yeah, Tiki Curse. I mean, technically speaking, we could just summon a bunch of trap monsters and just go to battle phase here. But I kind of want to go... Oh, he's going to chain this. Battle Wasp. Nest. That one, yeah, when we target one, they get to summon another one. We're going to activate this to negate. I don't know why you activated this right now. There was no reason to whatsoever. He had no reason to do that, but sure, I'm going to go ahead and negate his card. And we get to negate 2 cards. Yeah, because we've got 2 continuous traps. He literally activated at the worst possible time. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is good, but like it doesn't really matter because it's negated anyway. But it is actually a pretty good card, especially for this sort of game state. And then, honestly, I kind of want to flex on him and summon the Uriah, just because how often do I get to summon Uriah? And do we get rid of Power Sync Stone? Probably just keep it around. It's probably good to have Power Sync Stone and Uriah at the same time. And then we just tribute these 3 guys, yeah. We can just do that. Yeah, I think we just do that. Tribute these 3 guys. Summon Uriah out. Uriah is... Yeah, activate this to search. Uriah is 4K, which is really awesome. Grab another continuous trap we can use for later. Activate this to summon something back. We're going to put another continuous trap into the graveyard. Put that in graveyard. Sure, Fiendish Chain we'll keep around just in case. Summon back Yugioh. I forgot Yugioh was a 0 fiend. See, this deck has like a lot of cool synergies. We just have to play against a bad deck, and then it becomes fun. That's the one thing. It's like you got to play against a bad deck. The second you play against like an overpowered deck, we just get demolished. And then, like if this game was against the Radiant Typhoon deck, we would just have lost. We just would have absolutely gotten destroyed, and there would have been no fun at all. So now we're gonna go to the battle phase. Yeah, we're gonna attack this. It's 1,000. He's going to take 4,000 damage, which is great, unless he has something. He obviously has... Oh, yeah, he can activate this. But right now, he technically can't. So 4,000 there. Attack directly. Again, I probably could have ended this game, but I just... Sometimes when you actually have a game on your hands where you can do stuff, you feel like doing the cool stuff. So in this case, I want to summon Uriah, and I want to have some fun. So right now we have Uriah with Power Sync Stone. He's going to activate the Battle Wasp. Okay. He's going to activate this effect. That one special summons what from graveyard. Target that in graveyard. This we Fiendish Chain. Sure, we just leave him stuck on this one. And if he's stuck on this one, he's got nothing else. Yeah, we don't want him doing anything crazy. End phase, okay, cool. Do we do this effect? We can do this and then send this Mirrorlogical Aggregator, maybe. That's fine, we won't do that, so turn these off. Yeah, we won't do that because we can negate the Mirrorlogical Aggregator. Ooh, Vamoose. Vamoose isn't bad. It could be decent, but again, we could just use the Vamoose to just put another card in the graveyard. Just discard that. Make him 6,000 now. Summon back Beckoning Beast. We can't really do anything from the extra deck because we haven't used the SB Little Knight. We haven't moved it yet, so there's really no point to do any of that. I think we probably just attack. Yeah, probably just attack. And then this thing will special summon something. That's kind of... I want to get rid of that thing because if I don't want him to special something, so I'll just destroy this. And then we can return something. Yeah, with this, the Cloud Beast. Cloud Beast is pretty cool because then I can activate Cloud Beast. Yeah, activate Cloud Beast to return his card back to his hand. Target that. And then I think that's an open game. Oof, what's going on here? I should have read this. SB Little Knight. No, we don't need to use SP Little Knight. Ah, damn it. He gets the special summon from the deck. This is what happens when you play with your food. Dumb shit happens. Yeah, that's negated. Unfortunately, our Uriah is now negated too, so all I can really do is attack over his monster. Yeah, 0. No point. Main phase 2 and just head to the end phase, I guess. Damn it, man. Power Sync Stone. Damn, our Power Sync Stone turned off our Uriah. That sucks. And we have a 7k Uriah, too. Oh, man. Sometimes this kind of stuff happens. It's life. Nothing you can really do. You just gotta play better. That's what you can do. Yeah, he's gonna activate. Oh, this card's really good. Damn, that actually sucks. This card's really good. This card's basically like rekindling for the archetype, or soul charge. It literally is just like soul charge for this archetype. They just need a lot of setup. That's the problem with this card. That's why it's only a common. Like, once you have the setup, this card is amazing. It's basically only good in this exact situation that he happens to be in, which is I have a ton of monsters. He doesn't have a ton of monsters. And on top of that, he has a ton in the graveyard. So you need a ton of setup for that card to be good. So it really only is good in this particular situation. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of squandered this one a little bit. I'm not saying we lost or anything, but like, and which we haven't. But like, I really could have just attacked with all of our normal monsters that happen to be traps. Like, if I just attacked with them instead of summoning Uriah, I probably would have just won this duel, and now this Power Sink Stone is kind of working against me, unfortunately. He's not actually activating any effects, which is actually smart on his part, because by not activating any of the effects, he effectively avoids like the Power Sink Stone. Okay, he's going to activate this. This is another monster reborn for his archetype. Yeah, this archetype's pretty good. I am going to use probably SP Little Knight to use up one of the monster effects so he can't use too many of them. But no, this deck is like actually pretty decent. Like, in terms of recovery. Like, his deck is honestly not a bad deck. It's just he played it a little poorly that first turn. So we're going to activate this to get rid of itself plus his larger synchro monster, because I want to get rid of it because it is a large synchro monster. And he's kind of stuck on a few tuners here. I just want to do it now. That way he can't climb to one of the crazy level 10s or something like that, and then we're really in bad shape. Yeah, we don't want that. And he still has to out a few different things here. He's going to activate another monster effect. Because right now, yeah, he's going to make that 0. But he's already activated 2 monster effects. And now whatever he summons also going to be negated, which is quite nice. Okay, he's going to summon the Halberd, set another card face down. And then he's going to banish that from graveyard. Okay, cool. He's going to go to battle phase. Now, unfortunately, we're going to lose their Uriah with no way to recover it, I don't think. Uriah doesn't have a ton of recovery. Yeah, we're going to activate SP Little Knight to return it to the field, along with his other synchro monster. So we were honestly in a very game-winning situation. Now we have to kind of dig our way out of this. I don't think it's the end of the world, though. I think we're fine. Oof, that's a great draw against his deck. He's playing 100% insects. I think, honestly, in this situation, I mean, these cards are pretty good. This guy's got an effect that activates in the battle phase. Like, it's whatever. These effects are just kind of okay. We have these cards ourselves, and we never use them. Why can't I special summon from the extra deck? I guess we just set this. Did I use Dogmatic Punishment? Yeah. I think our play, yeah, I used Dogmatic Punishment. The play that we probably have is eventually to go into Crusadia Avermax. That's going to take some time. It's going to activate this trap card in the end phase. I mean, no point to activate this now, I don't think. Yeah, there's no point. I was just making sure, like, I don't have to activate monster effects or it gets destroyed or something like that. No, it's not. It's not like that. I don't have to activate monster effects, so it's fine. I don't remember what card I'm mixing up, but there was like a card where if you don't activate monster effects, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, honestly. Yeah, we're just gonna cancel that turn change. Okay, so now we have to deal with that trap card too. That trap card under there can only be one. I actually don't think it can really do anything. He's gonna set a card. Oof, go to end phase. We got completely lucky there. I don't know why he went to the end phase. I have no idea. I just got totally lucky there. Okay, now I can make Crusade Avermax. I'm just going to make sure this is just fine. I think it's fine, though. because they can't use it under. There can be only one. Yeah, I think we could just make Crusade Avermax now. We can just make Nightmare Phoenix just to guarantee ourselves a pop, because it's not like I need the protection from SP Little Knight and the IP from IP. Yes, I think we just make this. Activate an effect. I kind of use up the monster effect uses. There's no point for that card. Searching doesn't matter. But this way we get rid of this Battle Wasp Nest. What is this? Corrosive Scales. I haven't seen this card in a while. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to use Little Knight. That one just lowers my attack and stuff like that. That's fine. Yeah, and then I have to attack the monster that he used it on. Yeah, this is like an anime card. It's fine. It came out a few years ago. Card's not very good at all. Like, yeah, to lower my attack. The rest of this doesn't really matter. I just gotta make sure nothing crazy happens. Yeah, nothing happens. 100 attack, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna save the There Can Be Only One for after. Yeah, and then we just go Mech Knight Crusade Avermax. I'm just gonna save the There Can Only Be One for after, because I honestly sometimes I activate There Can Be Only One and just my opponent just scoops it up. So we'll just go battle phase, and then we'll attack this one. This one has the effect to like gain attack too. I want him to get stuck on the other one. He reduces my attack, I should say, but I am gonna gain attack first. I'm sorry, the other one has the effect to reduce my attack. Main phase 2. Put chaining on so we can immediately activate. The effect of There Can Be Only One in the draw phase and kind of leave him stuck on this, so he has to deal with my Crusade Avermax one-on-one. I don't want him to. The reason I want to do that so he doesn't activate too many monster effects and then negate my Crusade Avermax. So activate that immediately, leave him stranded on his one insect. That way he can't do anything crazy, he can't revive anything, he can't do anything too annoying. What's this? Battle Wasp Wind. I mean, this is fine as long as, like I said, he can't really summon anything else. This card is pretty good though. It's a newer card, so he's gonna activate. He's gonna attack, activate his effect to reduce Chain Link 1 because he's turn player. Then I'm gonna use mine. Yeah, and this of course doesn't happen. Yeah, I gotta make sure. Okay, so then we activate this. Okay, so we gain attack and then he lowers our attack, but we still have more attack than he does, but not by a lot, honestly. That could have been actually pretty bad. He's going to activate this effect to float into the other one. In defense, that's fine. That's fine. Again, we could have won this duel, but we're playing it kind of like the fun way, and we wanted to summon some of our anime essentially character monsters. That's a pretty good draw. Like, we wanted to summon Crusade Avermax. We wanted to summon Uriah. I honestly, if I had just attacked with my trap monsters, this game would have been over. But, like, this shit's just more fun, honestly. This is way more fun. Yeah, I might as well, for security, activate this just in case he has some crazy effect. And then we just go main phase 2, set this, and just go to end phase. I think that's good enough. Yeah, resolves, sure. Yeah, we honestly could have won so much sooner if we really wanted to, but we're kind of like, I don't want to say we're flexing on him, but we're just kind of having fun with it. Because obviously it's already setting one card. As long as it's not like a Storming Mirror Force, we should be good. Ferret Flames doesn't really help us right now, but I think we just go to battle phase. Yeah, we just go to battle phase and just wrap it up, yeah. Honestly, it was a fun duel overall. It was definitely quite an enjoyable duel. I would do it again if I could. Okay. Yep, here's what our opponent was playing. Let's go check it out. Let's go check out. Actually, let's go check it out. I was gonna say let's do it later, but no, let's check out what they were playing. Let me see here. They're playing. Okay, this is a very interesting. I don't know why they're playing the Dominus cards. They're playing the insect stuff, which is cool, but I really don't know why. I guess he pulled a Royal Rare. He felt the need to play them, but like, I don't know why he's playing the Dominus stuff. It's not really required here. At least he's got a full extra deck. Yeah, the Dominus stuff locks him out, and then he can't use wins. Like, I don't know why you would do that. but I guess you can activate them set. I don't know. Because he's playing the one he shouldn't. So this one he should, but the other ones he shouldn't. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why you would do that. Let's go open some booster packs now. Let's see what we got here. Got Master Pack. Honestly, our pull, we have an insane pull, so it really doesn't matter what we pull. We like instantly got to use it, which is really cool. And now we get to see, okay, that's not really that great. Crazy Box we used for like one episode, and then it got power crept. That's not that great. That's a good card, but we can't really use it. Quackimero card. And we got another Vanadium card. So the pile just continues to build. Okay, I have worked on the deck a little bit. I added Anubis, and I added Pharaonic Advent, 2 boss monsters. I also added Grasslook Screener. So I worked a little bit to give ourselves some more boss monsters. Because the deck has been good, but like, yeah, it's been fun more than good, but let's be honest. But sometimes we get a bunch of extra monsters on the board, especially if we draw into opening of the Spirit Gates or any of our trap monsters. We get some extra trap monsters. Again, as long as we play against fun decks, this deck is going to be fun to play. But this guy's good. He's a free special summon from the graveyard or from the field. You shuffle back traps, you summon him. If a spell trap card is destroyed by a card effect, target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Cool. This guy's really good. But you need kind of a surplus, but he searches any continuous trap, which is kind of cool. You tribute a monster, special summon him, and then also you contribute one fairy, fiend, or reptile, add a continuous trap from your deck to your hand. Kind of specials for the rest of the turn, that's fine, but he's 3,000 attack. He's 2,000 attack, but he gains 300 for every continuous trap. He's kind of like Uriah, but certain ways better, so we're going to save and see what happens. Okay, we've won the coin flip. We'll see how things go. The hand is pretty good, honestly, it's pretty good. We get to Raphael at least, plus 3 cards face down. It's not too bad, right? We'll activate this. We'll see what they respawn with. We'll see if they negate us. Hopefully they don't, but they could. Like I said, if we get a Raphael, if we can get that far, I hope we do. If we can get to a Raphael, that would be... It sucks that they ash this. Yeah, it really sucks that they ashed it. Because honestly, Raphael plus Gozen and There Can Only Be One would have been insane. I guess we just set 3 pass, unfortunately. Yeah, that would have been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, yeah. Raphael, 4,000 attack. With 2 different floodgates, it probably would have wrapped up the game. But unfortunately, it's not happening this time around. They're going to start with a heavy storm to destroy all of our back row immediately. So they're going to destroy all of our back row, and they're going to ash our only monster summon. So we pretty much have lost here. It literally, as long as they have anything, we lost this duel. Yeah, now that just sucks. Sometimes you just lose those games. It's additionally frustrating because those cards, honestly, like you don't even see those cards in Master. That's like exclusive to gold, to silver, gold, platinum, bronze. Those are like you just there's no heavy storms in Master. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. They were playing Crooked Cook Exo. I have no outs to this, so I would have lost no matter what. Okay, we just won the coin flip, which is nice. Let me make sure. How many Vigiloms are we playing? Oh yeah, we were playing the full 3, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll start off with a Kashtira Ogre, and I think we just set this. And then we just set, pass. I think that's the best that I've got here. Unfortunately, this is not a great situation we're in. This deck kind of has a lot of synergies, but also a lot of mis-synergies. Like, sometimes you kind of just got to get lucky and hope to draw the things that work together well. Because right now we have a bunch of battle phase effects, and the problem with battle phase effects is that you basically allow your opponent to do full combo, and your interruptions don't come up until the battle phase, and then by then they probably have negates and all kinds of things. He's going to activate polymerization. That is a raw polymerization right off the bat. That could be literally anything. This could be Cyber Dragons. This could be Dark Magician. This could be Lunalite. This could be like, this could be branded. Like, it could be Chimera, in which case we're in real trouble. It could literally be anything, and it's not even summoning. Okay, it's Tear Element. Ugh. Tier limit for 2 into Kid Kalos into 2 more tier limit effects. This is unbelievable. Yep. Tier limit for 2. Limited to 1. Sheeran. What's this? Limited, semi-limited. I have no interruptions whatsoever. Kid Kalos. But I do have Kashtira Ogre, so maybe I can get lucky and banish something important. He's going to add Scream. Kashtira, Mills, a trap card that searches. Yep, he's going to fuse those 2. To make Rukalos. Which I will be negating the effects of, but I mean, he can bring it back. Apophis, 5, yes. Banish one of these. Fenrir is probably getting banished. I mean, I would banish that, but Fenrir's probably a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, Fenrir's probably a little bit more. Like, Fenrir's kind of insane. I banish that. Get rid of that. Because I don't want him searching a Fenrir. Normally, I would target the tier limit names. Yeah, Scream. Plus, I kind of know now what he's going to mill. So if I banished this, he's going to mill 1, 2, 3 if he does this effect. Okay, so this will mix up the entire deck. Normal summon, mill 3, and then activate this. This guy's hand was ridiculous. Like, I've heard tales of tier limit players that brick. I've never actually seen it. Like, do you see these mills? Like, yeah, he already used this, but like that, this is ridiculous. I swear, I have people go, it's so inconsistent. It's too inconsistent. I swear to you, I've never actually seen a tier limit player not mill amazingly. At least from my perspective. I gotta just pick up the deck, then I'll see it. No, then I'll see it. He's gonna activate this. Random, as long as it's cubic. I was gonna say, as long as it's not cubic ascension, it's cubic ascension. And he stopped essentially our negate effect and our graveyard effect, which sucks. Yep. We gotta hope this attacks him. Yep, that's that. Yep. Activate effect. Unfortunately, if I activate the effect as special summoner, he can use Ryukalos to negate it. Destroy it, send one tier limit, yeah. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah, if I activate this effect as special summon, he can negate it, right? When a card or effect. So, if I use this, he will negate it. He also didn't summon in the relinquished animal column either. Special summon 1 tier limit. Yep, nothing I could do about that. Yeah, summon a Scream. Or Shiren. He's going to activate this. Yeah, send that to graveyard. He gets to send a tier limit monster. Send 1 tier limit card. And special summon it back, so he got around that. I'm going to check what my draw is, but this is really not looking so good. Unfortunately, this deck, I'll be honest with you, this deck is extremely fun when you're in a format when you can get in a game where your opponent's not very good. This deck is extremely fun. But kind of the issue with this deck is it's stupidly fun when your opponent's not that good. But the problem is when you get like even an average opponent, it just becomes a really annoying duel because you literally don't get to do anything until the battle phase happens. And nothing yet. You don't get to do anything until the battle phase happens. In a lot of situations, a lot of draws, a lot of hands are just going to be very awkward and don't do anything. So in this particular case, like you saw, he didn't. He got to dodge around everything. Unfortunately, Zoma, like Like, a lot of these effects are cool, but they're not useful until the battle phase. Also, this guy, like, perfectly countered us in a certain sense, where this shuffles back pre-battle phase. This stops a summon, so it stops our continuous traps. So, in a sense, he kind of, like, perfectly countered us in the way that we perfectly countered the Tenpai player in the duels earlier, which sometimes this just kind of happens in Master Duel, and just in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. They print cards that are just, like, that specifically play around something, and sometimes you run into it where you're playing that specific thing, sometimes your opponent's playing that specific thing. It's like Zombie World. Zombie World, most of the time, that card's not very good, but, like, you play against, like, I don't know, like Salamangrates, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, all of a sudden I don't have a Cybers monster. Sometimes it's good, and then against most decks, like, it's totally irrelevant. But that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is sometimes. You just, like... now I don't know what he's doing. Now he's flexing on us. I don't know what he's doing, because he has 2 great monsters. I guess they get sent to the graveyard. He can revive them, but, like, that's fine. He's going to go into something here. He's going to summon a Kid Kalos. Okay, so we're going to put Chaining on here, because I'm going to try to negate this if I can. He's going to activate this effect. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Does it really matter? Yeah, he's going to target a card your opponent controls, shuffle into the deck. Actually, you know what? He's going to target Zoma. And then he's going to mill 3 more. Okay, then he's going to take a Tier Element, add it to hand. And then he's going to also special summon that card back. So I think we got to get these chain links right. We activate Apophis, Swamp Deity first. Yes, and then we activate Zoma the Spirit second. Now, which one do we want to negate? I guess we want to keep as much presence as possible on board. Yes, Apophis, yes, yes. Summon this, yes. Negate this. And then everything else goes through. I mean, the reality is he's kind of, like, summoned everything he can. So even if he mills stuff, do I really, like, care? At this point, he's milled a ton of stuff already. His graveyard's filled with Tier Elements, as is. Plus he's fusing. Like, how much more is he going to fuse? He's going to add a Havness. Scream, yeah, mill 3 more. Now he has this for Graveyard Interruption. Thankfully, our graveyard is non-existent in terms of relevancy, so that's good. He's going to make a Grapha, which makes me discard. But I don't have anything, so none of that matters. Your opponent activates a monster or normal spell trap while you have cards in your hand. You can activate this effect. Okay, so he has a card, so he can now stop my Ferret Flames, which is unfortunate for me. Yeah, he can negate that if he wants to. I gotta draw something crazy here. Zoma burns for 23, sure, whatever. And then we take, yeah, nothing I can do here. The more damage we take, the better. It just really depends on what else we draw here. We gotta draw 2 good trap cards to have a chance. Unfortunately, he's got Vigion, which can be negated with this. Our trap card can be essentially negated with Grapha. Yeah, Grapha plus a Dark Monster. And then he's got the Graveyard in for Interruption of Keldo. Alright, so depending on the draw, we either scoop or play. That's not a bad draw, actually. That is not a bad draw. That might actually extend the game. I think we just set this, hit the end phase, and then it's actually not a bad draw. That's not a bad draw, but if he could just use the Tier Element, Kaleido Heart, then we just lose here. If he just goes to battle phase, which is ideal, I think he drew that too. Yeah, nothing I can do. I think he drew that. If an Aqua Monster sent to graveyard. Activate, yeah, now he gets to use this. So now I'm forced Actually, no, it's game anyway, because he has... Yeah, it doesn't matter. If I activate this, he can negate the activation of this with her. This can be negated with this. So regardless, I think I just kind of lose here. Oh, and now plus he has that too. Yep, we lost. Nothing we could do there. That sucks. Alright, we won the coin flip. Oof. This hand's not terrible, actually. This hand's not terrible. We have patterned the statue. This is not once per turn, actually, so that's good. So we set that. Set this. This is our nuclear option. Tiki Curse. We basically have a decent amount of pops. So we summon this, and then we just summon another trap monster. We get the pop. So we have at least 3 pops. Chaining on. We have at least 3 pops. And then we have There Can Only Be One. And then we have a boss monster that comes out shortly after. So we start with this. Shit, a rock. Yeah, we start with this. That doesn't matter. We're not summoning from the extra deck. You're good. Yeah, you're good, buddy. So we activate this. That's fine. Throw the first statue up there. Cool. I'm going to leave chaining on because you actually need to be quite careful. Yeah, sometimes I turn chaining off and then shit goes... Our opponent starts doing shit. That's bad. This activates in a separate chain too, so you got to kind of know. Bonfire. Oof. It can mean a number of different things. It could mean... Yeah, Snake Eye. Snake Eye's whack as fuck. I haven't seen this deck in a minute, but I guess we're dealing with it again. Yeah, normal summon add, Poplar. I'm actually going to activate the curse because I want to get this off the board. And I want to get this. I haven't seen this deck in forever, and honestly I was so happy to not have to see this in forever. I was so happy to not have to see this in a really long time. Yep, activate effect. We also could, we do have the nuclear option of just hitting There Can Only Be One, but we'll start with this. He's going to summon that out. What is that? Search on summon 2. Add a Snake Eye spell trap card, which is the field spell. That's fine. So we'll let that slide for now. We'll let things slide for now. So this will get popped. Cool. I don't want that on the board. And then he can add the field spell perhaps, or another Snake Eyes card. And if he does that, then we can Tiki Curse double pop. He's going to field spell. He activates that next. Yeah, sure. You can also just link Karibo and then just do whatever, but we'll see. Triple Tactics. Right, because these are monster effects. Because these are monster effects. There. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose one monster, shuffle it into the deck. That is not what I would have chosen, man. It sucks that he's doing that because the last judge is our boss monster that we're going to use. But, like, dude, that's fine. Take him. Take him. He's going to activate that field spell. Good thing our chaining's on. Yep, immediately Tiki Curse. Immediately Tiki Curse. Yep. We're not trying to let that field spell stick around. Activate. And he's going to that. Well, this card's activate. Place one Snake Eye monster. Okay, so now we hit him with... yeah, this is pretty good. Well, this card's, yeah. We activate both of these. Activate. Target this. Other one, activate. Target this. Destroy them both. And we leave Poplar. Poplar's still really good, but we'll see. We'll just destroy both of these. The buff he gets out of that is gone. Honestly, what is this, a rock? Yeah, I don't want to really use There Can Only Be One because we just... This deck is actually... There Can Only Be One is amazing in this deck. We just happen to draw 3 rocks. Like, we just happen to draw 3 rocks. Like, it just... What is this? The girl, yeah. Diabell Star. Like, if you look at our stuff, we have Fiends, Spellcaster, Dragon, Fiend, Psychic, Spellcaster, Thunder, or that's a Pyro, Fiend, like, it's all over the place. A lot of Fiends, but we happen to draw 3 rocks. We're going to activate Deception, Tribute 1, add an Azamina card. Yep, he's going to activate that. Get Azamina hollowed. Yep, he's going to activate that to reset. He's going to fusion summon. I mean, the fusion summons, I believe, not a spellcaster. I believe it's a illusion, right? They're all illusions, so no point to even activate. He's got a spellcaster on board. Yeah, this card is just insane. I don't even know why they just showed that animation for a fusion spell. This was not a fusion. This guy sent the spell card to the graveyard and he got a monster. He got a fusion monster from the extra deck. Like, in what world is that a fusion? Yeah, nice. Original Sinful Spoils. I think this duel's up. This duel's up. We're just wasting our time here. Very, very bad with the draw. We popped 3 monsters and it still wasn't enough. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think this deck is... Honestly, it's fun when you got a bad opponent. That's about it. Like, this deck is fun when you get a bad opponent. When you get a normal opponent, if you get anything above, like, tier 4, you stand no chance whatsoever. You just don't... Like, what's like, pick a deck. Pick a deck. Despia, you stand no chance. Like, DDD, you stand no chance. Salamander, you literally, if you get paired up against anything... But like some kid playing an anime deck, you have no chance to win with this deck. It would have to be radically changed. Honestly, we would have to pull more of the Odeon cards. Like, we would have to pull essentially all of this to even make this deck remotely playable. Because right now it just isn't. Honestly, it's fun because it gets like there's a lot of cool synergies in the deck with Vidjam and opening the Spirit Gates and like. And you're right. Like, there's cool synergies here, but overall the deck is not. It's not playable all around. It's just not. Okay, so we have another duel here. This is Marincess, which I think we pulled a new boss monster for ourselves, which is the level 4 Bubble Reef Girl. We pulled her. I don't think we need to really make any insane adjustments here. I think we just save. We honestly just need more Marincess names and the deck will get better. We could try this deck. We haven't played it in a while. Okay, we won this coin flip. Let's see what our decks or our turn is looking like here. Especially some of the guys. So we start with the Shathana right off the bat. We start with that. I honestly don't actually remember the combo, so... Oof. Yeah, I don't remember the combo, but this can summon to a Link monster. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go with this, summon out... I really should have used the other one, but that's fine. Blue Slug. Yeah, that's fine. We were supposed to use Seahorse. Activate, add back. Maybe they impermit or something. That would be ideal. No, they don't. But we could just special summon this here. Cool. Turn that into Sea Angel. Yeah, Sea Angel. Sea Angel to search the dive or spell. I guess we have the extra monster, so we can go for that. We don't need the dive. Yeah, we'll just go here. Our opponent probably has Droll. Yep, they have Droll. Alright, so we hit him with this. I think we're fine, though. I think we could still summon the big monster, which is just Spot Trap Negate. Just Coral Anatomy. With, it's these two. Activate. Summon back a monster. Summon her back. He's going to Impulse. Oof. Well. That actually does hurt. Actually does hurt. Okay. We could go into this, but I can't search right now. I can't search. I guess we can go this. Target one Marincess monster graveyard. Add it to your hand. Oh, yeah. I guess we go with this. And that actually kind of sucks. Marbled Rock. Activate. Add that back to hand. Do we even bother like equipping? I guess we should sit. Oh yeah, because we do have extra sends for forbidden droplets. So yeah. Activate this Battle Ocean. So equip this. Yes, we equip Blue Slug, sure. Another card, honestly, that should be enough. We could, because then we can return this to the extra deck to search next turn. Another card, no. That should be good. We add that back to hand. Activate this. Return this back to the extra. Because we only play one copy, unfortunately. If we had more, we would. Then we set 2 pass, and then we have the same thing next turn. Assuming we survive. But through 2 hand traps, that wasn't bad. See, like, this deck can do stuff. Like, there's no one... I'm not saying it can't. It can definitely do stuff. Like, this really isn't that bad through 2 hand traps. It's just... It's a little bit power crapped, I'll be honest. Like, if they're playing... Yeah, they're playing Mitsurugi. We're cooked here. Like, Mitsurugi can do so goddamn much. It's... I'm going to turn chaining back on this. But, like, you could see in our deck, we actually link summoned. Like, we actually link summoned. This guy's not actually ritual summoning. And that's kind of like the new meta. The new meta is not doing what your deck is actually supposed to do. It's just doing things unaffiliated, like ritual summon from the extra deck, ritual summon using a quick play spell for like it's like that kind of stuff. Like our deck actually link summons. We don't link summon out of our deck. We don't link summon out of our graveyard. We don't link summon out of our hand. We use monsters on board that we commit. We're not fusioning by sending a continuous spell to the graveyard. Like we just... The decks that we have are ridiculously fair. Sword Soul, you actually synchro summon. Like there's 2 monsters, one's a tuner, one's not. You get 1 monster out of it. Like we have ridiculously fair decks. We don't have any of this nonsense. He actually has not activated any monster effects on field yet. The one I would negate is probably the big snake. He's going to send 2 cards. Yeah. Summon the big snake. Why that's a ritual summon, I don't know. Yep. Activate, destroy all monsters. He's going to chain block here. Cool. Good for him. Yeah. That's a lot of effects. Obviously, he's going to feed his chain to negate this. And then he's going to be able to make me discard. Which I will allow him to do that because I'll discard Bellissimo. That'll give me some protection. Yeah. Discard Bellissimo. And then his card will be permanently negated, can't attack. And then he recovers everything. Yeah, no need for forbidden droplets yet. If we don't have to. Yeah, ritual summoning by attributing. Yeah, sure. Summon the smaller snake. Yeah, add another card. Yeah, he's going to summon this thing back. Yep. I'll summon a tornado dragon. That is really random. A negated tornado dragon. It's kind of interesting. Mitsurugi Mirror, sure. Yep, he'll summon this one. That lowers my attack. Yep. Okay, he's going to head to the battle phase. Cool. He's going to attack with this. Send one Marincess monster from your hand to the graveyard. Yeah, that effect's not terrible. There's no point for me to do it. Chaining off, on. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Battle step, damage step, then we're going to activate this. Yep. We only need to send this. We can send this to add back, but like, I guess we should send this to add back because we do need monsters in hand when this effect activates. Yeah, that, and then we'll send this to confirm. Send those two droplets. Negate this. Negate this. It'll beef me back up, and then activate this to add back because I need the monsters to discard, or otherwise I won't be able to do that, and that'll get destroyed. Because I know he'll find it's Mitsurugi. He'll find a way to summon it back. Unfortunately, main phase 2. Now he's gonna set probably trap cards, and he does also have the Tornado Dragon, which will be useful next turn. Not right now. He links it off into Dino Mundo, which is negated. So why he summoned it, I don't know. Because again, he's locked out of that right now. Why he's summoning Dino Mundo right now? But he has a quick effect tribute, so I guess he could do that during our turn. During our yeah, he can tribute, but he can't use the target a ritual monster field and ritual monster shuffle both. That's crazy. He did all of that without committing a normal summon. He did all of that without committing a normal summon. And he's going to go again. SP Little Knight. Again, can't activate the effects. Why'd you even go into Dino Mundo? Actually, never mind. I guess you can activate the effects. Why couldn't he activate the other effects, but he can activate these effects? I don't know. I don't know what he locked himself into. But for some reason, he couldn't use this, but he could use this. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that's fine. He also should just banish the field spell, but whatever. We'll summon this out. Now that triggers his ability to play 3 million things. Summon Sea Angel. I think that's actually the end of the game, too. I don't think it's... Alright, never mind. I can get dive, so it's fine. Yeah, activate this. I would chain block, but then I kind of lose if I chain block. And he's going to summon a monster back. Is it the one that blows up our board? No, he's the one that lowers attack. Yeah, we're going to add die. Let me read this real quick. This card is special summon. He should have just summoned this one. You're going to activate this. He can banish both. Special summon Marincess monster from your deck. You can banish both our monsters if he wants to right now. This guy's not like the best player either, but like honestly, when you have a deck this good, it just carries. Like it really does. He's going to banish both of our, it's whatever. Both of our both his monster and my monster. Like when you have a deck this good, it honestly just carries. Like it really does. I have to come up with something here. If this card, especially when Marincess monster from your hand in defense, probably Piscalis. I think we go Piscalis. I'd rather go this right here, but yeah, there's no point to right now. I think we just go Piscalis. Yep, activate effect. And target a reptile. There's no limit to that. Yep. There's no limit to that. He can summon an endless amount of reptiles. They invented once per turns, but yep, special summon this, and then he can activate this, and it just destroys all my monsters. And then I summon again, so he gets to summon back again. Yeah, this deck is really ridiculous. It really is. Bellissima to protect. Yes, I will use Bellissima to protect. Thank you. Bellissima can make a monster gain. I don't know. I'm only doing this because it might bait something. Okay, it's not baiting anything. He's just activating another card. Alright, so we still have hope here. We can go Quarrel an Enemy. We still have hope here. Quarrel an Enemy. No point for Battle Ocean. Yep, activate. Summon back. It sucks we didn't get the other chick into the loop. Tribute, negate it, yep. Alright, so he destroyed our monster. We get to float a little bit, but I mean, it's not like it's not like it's gonna be anything crazy. I guess we add back Marin says dive. Yeah. Honestly, I think he summoned more on my turn than I did. This is kind of crazy. Alright, we've gone on this incredibly huge losing streak. Just to be clear, we're in gold. We're not even high gold. We're in gold 4. We're in gold 4. This is where we're at right now. Alright, there's been an update. All I've done today since the update is lost. I've not won once. And we haven't even played against Radiant Typhoon. This is honestly ridiculous. And when you look at the decks that we're losing to, this is again in gold. Mitsurugi wasn't the best player, didn't matter. Sprite. That one I just scooped because they started going off, so I left. You guys probably won't even see that. Snake Eye back for some reason. What do we have here? Tearlament. Like it's like the decks are just Dark Magician. That one I scooped too because they summoned the Dragoon. I was like, that was no point for me to even waste time. Again, Draco Tail. It's ridiculous. This one was maybe the game that we had most of the chance, the biggest chance of winning. It's actually kind of ridiculous, but at least the episode started really, really well. La 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 la.